Hi, my name's Jay, and this is the Lo-Fi Workshop. Alright, well, as some of you may know, I was recently on vacation, and I asked some of the locals. Apparently it is pronounced Newfoundland. Newfoundland. And for those of you who might be a little bit confused, we're talking about Newfoundland, which is in Canada, not anywhere near New Zealand, although that is where my parents got me this totally awesome shirt. I'll show you a montage of some of the things that we did while we were there a bit later. Anyway, this time our build is this little bear dragon creature, and I'll show you a little bit about how I made him with the help of some friends over at the local library during the mini-con. So yeah, here we go. So in preparation for the mini-con, I selected some likely candidates for construction, and these are the ones that ended up in the piece. Now, before we get going, I just want to apologize for any of the construction noise that you may hear behind me, and hopefully we can cover it up with some buzzsaws and things like that. Speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and take our various tools and weapons and harvest the parts from these creatures, and we're going to take them over to the mini-con at the local library. I was invited to be a guest and give a demonstration at the mini-con, and this build is heavily inspired by the people who were there and their suggestions. So I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to those people and say thank you for your contributions, and I hope you like how this guy turned out. And this is the only footage of me actually working on the project at the mini-con, and this is the part that we're about to undo. You see, a young lady at the convention asked for wings, so we're going to go ahead and harvest those from this pterodactyl. The kit bashing demonstration was actually a lot of fun, and I might look into doing more of those in the future. I was a little unsure if I was going to be able to participate because I came back from Newfoundland feeling a little bit under the weather, but I was fine and I had a great time. And speaking of having a great time, we had a fantastic time on our trip to Newfoundland, which is just gorgeous. And we got to do a lot of really fun things while we were there, including a boat tour where we saw some humpback whales, but also puffins and all kinds of other birds.
I'm doing a big year, Dad.
We also went over to Bell Island and got to tour the mines there. And we also stopped by the Fluvarium, which was a really cool place where we got to see all kinds of different fish and things like that. And of course there were all of the beautiful beaches and rocky locations that we were able to go and see, and all the wonderful people that we met there. In fact, I would say that that was my favorite part of the trip. Not only the people that we met at the convention, which was a lot of fun, but just everywhere we went, people were just so kind and welcoming. But I'm not just going to talk about it. After this little turnaround shot here, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. So our trip to Newfoundland was actually a working vacation. My wife, she draws, and she was a vendor at Avalon Expo. Now, I didn't get any video of the convention that I can show here, unfortunately, but we did have a fantastic time. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and shut my hole and let this finish out, and then we'll get on to those final reveal shots. Thanks for watching, guys. Anyway, this time our build is this little bear dragon creature, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I made him. Hi, my name's Jay.